Oh no, what a surprise! Rosa, look at this! Kat, I think you have to meet Peter. This is definitely my co-creator with Regina. She's coming from South Carolina. A great job. He came back with his family. Bonnie is right there. Big assistant Bonnie right there. So we're very happy to have them. I didn't know he was coming, so it's a huge surprise for me. So really, I'm not recuperated yet, from the surprise. We're very, very happy that this happened. Basically, we had 117 kids joining us here for a whole week. They had a crash course in photography. Basically, Canon would show them a 10-minute video right here in the room, and then Peter would give them like a 15-minute crash course in photography. And the first question he asked every kid was, how many of you have actually worked with a real camera? And we had 117 kids, and I believe we had maybe 4 or 5 kids raising their hands, so meaning it's totally new to them. And why we like this project so much is because it shows that everything is possible with kids. We have just to take a little bit of time with the kids, and then everything is possible. So most of the kids here were aged between the age of 9 and 15. No one was older than 15 years old. So after those 25-minute crash course in photography, they would go out there in groups of 5 or 6, each with an instructor. Bill, who's right here, was one of the instructors as well. Then we had wonderful grad students from Columbia College. I did myself a couple of tours. One of the local photographers, Sean Hawking, was one of the tutors. And so the kids walked roughly for 75 minutes around this building. For about 3/4 of a mile around this building for 75 minutes. And so they shot roughly 11,000 photographs, and we have a selection of about 200 photographs right here. And I think it's absolutely amazing when you look at some of the work. It's really time capsule. It's a project that went even beyond our best hopes, because it's absolutely great. I think it's fair to say that Columbia College is going to come back next year. We're going to do another program like this. We have to thank our sponsors as well, because Canon came on board. So Canon lent us the equipment, really fancy cameras, and then not only that, but the projector would have a projection. That's why you have a screen right there every night. Some of you might have seen it. We have a projection going all night long. So next year, we all come back. You come back every night, because every night we upload other photographs. It's actually quite nice. So you stand on the outside and you see what the kid did today. And Hannah Mueller is the other big sponsor that sponsored the paper. So they gave us the paper to print the photographs. And the way it would work, the kids would come in, the instructor would start uploading the photographs, look on the computers, make its first choice, and then send it to Peter, who is in the back room right there. And so Peter would gradually start working on the photograph. Just for the little story, on the last day, Friday, last day of the workshop, and Saturday is the big opening of the festival. Well, Peter worked all night to have this gallery ready. He worked all night, never went home, worked all night to print all these photographs. So I think we need to applaud him. He worked really hard. Second co-creator, this is here Catherine Lloyd. She doesn't like to be in the spot too much, but she does a tremendous work. They are my check. So like when I go over the top, these people make sure that I go too much over the top. So you have really to hug her, because she does absolutely a great job to help put this show together. Before I forget, there's another man there with a hat. Raise your hand, Dave, please, because you're important. Yes, Dave, there. The guy with the Adidas shirt. He's the man who has actually printed all the photographs in this show, and he's a very, very important man, because it's hard work to print these photographs. He has to calculate every single detail. All the windows are very different, so he's the man who prints everything for us. If we come back in a little bit, the shadows are almost the same, so we all become part of that big. Let's look at the map for a second. You know, it's one of my pet projects, the map, because it shows that, you know, we are quite popular. You have 109 countries here that have actually seen the website of ASA Main Street. I got an email last week. It's back there. It's a long-term project. You know, many photographers nowadays, life of a photographer has become a little more complicated.
Are you at liberty to say what the theme for next year?
Yeah, that was the question. You know, here it's got to be Main Street because, you know, we have many new photographers. They haven't covered Main Street yet, so, you know, we'll have Main Street as well. So I love the theme. For a moment I thought about changing it. Some people think, well, you know, like portrait photography. I love portrait photography. You all know I love portrait photography, but it doesn't fit. You know, we need photograph of the street within the street. I think that's important.
That's fine.
When I was drinking the melted part, then it had eggs. But at least I ate all of it. That's all?
Non, j'ai encore. J'ai reçu une bouteille de plus tout seul.
If you ask me what I'm most proud of the whole festival is probably this, that, you know, we are able to mix all the different communities and, you know, with the art project. I think, you know, art project very often is the ideal glue for a community, for the communities to just to reconnect, you know, today and the last few days, you know, there were horrible stories, you know, online, you know, horrible stuff happens on both sides, you know, just kind of, and so I think, you know, a project like this has the power to bring us together and, you know, very far away from any kind of violence, even, you know, political violence and things like that. And so I'm quite proud that, you know, this works actually quite well, and, you know, we're kind of really happy. And I remember the first year was a bit more complicated, you know, people were not used to it, and so I would stand sometimes there and people would turn around, and so I would stop the people turning around right there by the train station, and I would tell them, there's other photographs on the other side of the track, and they would ask me, are you sure? Yeah, I mean, I'm totally sure. I'm really positive that there are some photographs on the other side of the tracks. And so, and I'll go with you, you know, and so then you come with people, and little by little people realize. And then, you know, I did it a couple of times, you know, this year, and I don't have that same problem anymore because people know, you know, people know it. So I mean, now they're no longer afraid, you know, of just like moving back and forth. Because sometimes it's a question of fear or whatever. And so that works quite well, you know, and so I'm kind of proud of that because I think, you know, that's one way of, you know, having better relationship, you know, and this is art, you know, art is available to everyone and everyone understands art the way he or she wants to understand it, but, you know, that's something I'm really proud of, and it was from the very beginning, from day one, I knew that we would put, you know, photographs on both sides of the tracks.
Aware of what's happening.
That's it, you know, she's thinking it's time to pack up, or because all my photographs come. It's a very tough job, and again, this is this lady here, you know, she doesn't like but, you know, I have to hug her, you know, okay? And so it's a tough job because remember, you have 100 photographs on a computer screen or an iPad or whatever, and then you have to have the ability to imagine the photographs, not only enlarge them in your head, because, you know, it can only happen in your head, but then you have to enlarge them in your head next to the other one you enlarge in your head. So you have to have actually 14, like the building here, 15 images. You have to have 15 screens in your head almost to be able to enlarge those photographs. And it's that lady who does that, and I think she does actually a fantastic job. She's done it for 2 years in a row. I hope she'll come back this year, but I think she will, you know. Maybe, okay? We are actually blessed to have another photographer with us here tonight. Estelle, this is Estelle. You knew it was coming up forward. So Estelle to be joking. She's the photographer of that picture. So you know we're really happy to have her. And this is Estelle's mom. You know, so you know, thank you Estelle for coming and see us. You know, and giving us a great picture. You know, we love your picture. So you know, that's it. You know, this festival is very international. You know, Estelle is French as well. You know, and. On opening day, we had photographers 4 different continents. You know, we had 17 photographers, same as last year. You know, 4 continents because Peter actually is from Australia. You know, he's from Australia. So you know, we're really proud of that. I didn't show Gao here. This is a Taiwanese photographer. She took the plane from Taipei to be with us on opening day. It's almost 10,000 miles. So she took the plane from Taipei, 10,000 miles away to be here on April 8th. And it was 34 degrees. She was really cold, I can tell you.